What's up, people? Pizowell here. Today I want to talk to you about Wrong Turn. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the new Wrong Turn, the 2021 reboot, as well as this new Lionsgate Blu-ray release. A group of highfalutin city kids travel to Virginia to hike the Appalachian Trail. Despite the pleas of the locals not to venture too far off the beaten path, they soon find themselves lost and running afoul a group of backwoods folks who don't take too kindly to strangers. I had done my best to know as little as possible about this movie prior to watching it. I saw the first Wrong Turn back in 2003 when it first came out in theaters, and I don't think I'd seen it in its entirety since. I remember it being okay. As for the many sequels, I skipped them all. So when it came to a reboot of Wrong Turn, my first thought was, why? But Wrong Turn 2021 isn't about backwoods inbred cannibals killing and eating whoever crosses their path. Wrong Turn 2021 takes a different path, or paths, because this movie is all over the place. The movie starts out as one would expect, by introducing us to a group of progressive young people who've traveled to Virginia in order to hike the Appalachian Trail, for some reason. Of course, there's a bit of a culture clash with the townies who find their presence a little off-putting. However, one of the locals offers to act as their guide through the wilderness so they don't get lost. Another suggests that they stick to the well-tread hiking paths. It's pretty obvious that the locals are well aware of whatever threat lurks deep in the woods and are trying to warn these youngsters not to go there. But do the headstrong youngsters take any of this to heart? Do they act like entitled asses and do the exact opposite instead? The characters in Wrong Turn 2021 are just unlikable, to say the least, and really dumb. For instance, the characters predictably veer off the hiking path to go find the ruins of some old Civil War building or something that one of them heard is nearby. And this odyssey goes on for what seems like a really long time before someone finally speaks up to say, "Hey, do you know where we're going?" I was thinking that this guy had to be in on it, like he was leading the others to their deaths on purpose, but no, he's just dumb. And his friends are equally dumb because it takes them a really long time before someone finally says, "Hey, do you know what you're doing?" There's also quite a few lapses in logic during the first half of this movie. For instance, while lost, they decide to just go ahead and set up camp for the night. However, it's not until morning that they realize that they set up their camp in the middle of an old graveyard, but they couldn't see the very, very many headstones all around them because the night before it was a little dark and rainy. One character disappears in the middle of the night, Blair Witch style, and we're led to believe that she's been taken, but then pops back up at one point, having wandered in the night for hours in an area we've been led to believe is teeming with deadly booby traps and stealthy super hunters. And the reason for her long absence is absolutely ridiculous. It's one of those, I went off into the woods to pee alone in the middle of the night, something spooked me, I hid and decided to just continue hiding for hours and hours, even after daylight, even after you all left camp and hiked away. Then I wandered off into the woods and we just happened to bump into each other in the middle of the woods, miles away from where we camped. From there, Wrong Turn 2021 transitions into a courtroom drama. Seriously. A courtroom drama with a don't judge a book by its cover message, even if the cover looks like this. The movie does pick up from here, segueing from survival horror to something almost midsummerish to Taken, but with Matthew Modine instead of Liam Neeson, and then back to survival horror again, only now the backwoods folks who were stealthy ninja-like super hunters are kinda like Ghostface from a Scream sequel tripping over their own feet. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie. One of the nicest things I can say about Wrong Turn 2021, probably the nicest thing I can say about Wrong Turn 2021, is that even though it has a runtime of nearly 2 hours, I'm not joking, nearly 2 hours, it never really felt like 2 hours while watching it because what I was watching was so ridiculous that my jaw was on the floor most of the time. I never felt bored with Wrong Turn 2021, but by the end of it, I felt exhausted. I also felt frustrated, confused, and headachy. I'll give the movie props for trying to flip the script and do something different to avert expectations for a movie with this title, but why is this movie even called Wrong Turn? The characters don't actually take a wrong turn. But if they called this movie something else, there's a good chance that probably nobody would care, I guess. Wrong Turn 2021 is written by Alan B. McElroy, who wrote Wrong Turn 2003, and that's pretty much where the similarities between the two end. We get a couple of gory moments and a cool sequence in an area called The Darkness. However, the characters are extremely unlikable here. The movie is all over the place. Logic issues abound. It goes on for way too long. There's a ridiculous ending, and after it all was over, I was worn out. Make the right turn, avoid wrong turn. As far as this Blu-ray release from Lionsgate is concerned, I thought the picture quality was outstanding. I'd give it a solid 4.5 out of 5. Same thing with the audio quality. I thought Wrong Turn looked and sounded great on this release from Lionsgate. As far as extras are concerned, first up we get Monsters Among Us, the making of Wrong Turn. It's 27 minutes and 25 seconds in length. It includes interviews with the cast and crew in which they discuss the decision to reboot Wrong Turn, but with themes applicable to society today. They discuss the casting process, the chemistry between the characters, which there isn't any, shooting on location in Ohio, and much more. We get a promotional trailer for the film, 7 minutes and 9 seconds of deleted and extended scenes, and an audio commentary with director Mark P. Nelson. This is a really solid Blu-ray release for Wrong Turn 2021 from the folks over at Lionsgate. If you're a fan of this film, then this Blu-ray release is a must. The picture quality and the sound quality are both fantastic. We get a really nice, surprisingly in-depth making-of documentary and an audio commentary with the director. If you've seen Wrong Turn 2021, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge shout out to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for exclusive live streams, get early access to videos, and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Become a channel member and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.